أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روح الله العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. Right. Last week we covered the imperative, how to make the amr itself. So last week we did the imperative of kataba yaktubu, and we spoke about the imperative amr is made from the present tense or from the second person, which is the mukhatab, the addressee, from taktubu, taktubani, taktubuna, taktubina, taktubani, and taktubna. But you remove the ta's, add the alif in the beginning, make the last letter silent with a sukoon, and the jewel and the noon with fathas, taktubani, taktubuna, taktubina, taktubani. These noons here at the end will be removed, and the hamzat al-wasl in the beginning will be given a dhamma if the middle letter has a dhamma, and the amrs will be uktub, uktuba, uktubu, uktubi, uktuba, uktubna. And then we also did tadribu, tadribani, tadribuna, tadribina, tadribani, tadribna. We made the imperatives of this and remove the ta's, and we look at the middle letter, which is a ra, and then the hamzat al-wasl will be given a kasra. Idrib, idriba, idribu, idribi, idriba, idribna. So whenever the middle letter is a kasra or a fatha, the hamzat al-wasl will be given a kasra. When the middle letter is a kasra or a hamza, kasra or a fatha, the hamzat al-wasl will be given a kasra as idrib. And then we also did this one here. So taftahu, taftahani, taftahuna, taftahina, taftahani, taftahna. So we make the imperatives by removing the ta's, put an alif in the beginning, and imperative will be iftah, iftaha, iftahu, iftahi, iftaha, iftahna. So this is the way you make the imperatives for it. Any questions so far on this? Sister Asma Kazmi, Sister Narjis Darsi, and Sister Shahida Abbas. Any questions?
No, Maulana.
I just wanted to double check, should I start from this lesson or I have to start from book 2 or 1 or?
This is preparation of book 2. So this is the class.
Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you.
So this is the imperatives. And then now I'm going to move on to the next phase. So as you can see, fataha, yaftahu, these past and present tense, these are 3-letter verbs. Now I want to move on today to the next phase, which is the 4-letter verbs. And inshallah, I'm going to start book 1 today as well. Book 2 today. Now, we have here now on this page a 4-letter verb. Now, Sister Asma, how is this a 4-letter verb?
Akrama,
Yep. How does it become a 4-letter verb?
by adding alif or hamza in the beginning.
Correct. So this hamza, which or this alif which has been added is called hamzatul qat. So the difference between hamzatul wasl and hamzatul qat, hamzatul qat is that alif which is pronounced wherever it comes, and if it's in the beginning, middle, or the end, it will be pronounced akrama. Now, the previous verbs which I showed you, like fataha, daraba, and alima, all of the 3 letters had a harakat on them. None of them were silent, but in this one over here now, you will see that the kaf itself, so the original root word was karuma, kaf, ra, mim. Karuma, yakrumu, the root word of this 4-letter verb. So these 4-letter verbs, they were not originally 4-letter verbs. They were 3-letter verbs converted into a 4-letter verb. The reason for them is just to change the meaning from a 3-letter verb to a 4-letter verb. So normally, karuma, it comes in the meaning of becoming. So he became honorable, or he became respectable. Now, that is becoming. So when you become something, you're not forcing it upon him or someone. It's something which happens. It's of the change of states. Now, akarama, when the alif has been added, it normally gives the meaning of causing or making something. So, for example, when we see akrama now, it will now come in the meaning of you giving respect to someone. Akrama. So you could say akrama Muhammadun aliyan. Akrama Muhammadun aliyan. Muhammad respected Ali, or akrama Aliyun Muhammadan. Ali respected Muhammad, or akrama Zaydun Khalidan. So you will see here that when akrama comes, when you're causing something, you would have a doer. So you could write this down. Normally a 4-letter verb will require a doer and a object. So a doer, which is called in Arabic, it's called a fa'il, and an object is called a maf'ul. So fa'il and maf'ul. So normally whenever a verb gives the meaning of causing, it requires a doer and an object. Whereas when we said haruma, for example, if I said haruma Zaydun, Zayd became respectable or honorable. It didn't require someone else to make him respectable. It was a change of state itself. So whenever, so you can write this down as a note as well. So when normally a verb comes in the meaning of a change of state or position, it normally does not require a object. The verb and the doer is sufficient. So, for example, I became happy. I became red. I became angry. I became sad. So you could say when it's a change of state or colors, they do not require an object. The verb and the doer is sufficient to complete its meaning. So the Shahida, is that clear?
Yes, Maulana.
Okay. Right. Now, Sister Shaila, I want you to go through all of the past tense.
Of Akrama? Akrama?
Yep, please.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Akrama, 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 Akramu, Akramat, Akramta, Akramata, Akramna, Akramtu,
Akramta.
Akramtu, Akramta, sorry. Akramtuma, Akramtum, Akramti, Akramtuma, Akramtunna, Akramtu, Akramna.
Excellent. Now, Sister Asima Kazmi, can you do this with what? Akrama.
Akrama, Akrama, Akramu, Akramtu,
No,
Akram,
Akramat.
Akramat, sorry.
Hmm?
Akramata,
No,
Akram,
Akramata.
sorry, let me make the screen bigger. I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead. So, Akramta, Akramna, Akramtu, Akramta, Akramtuma, Akramtum, Akramti, Akramtuma. I'm sorry, I'm just enlarging the screen, please. So, Akramtunna, Akramtu,
And Akramna.
I cannot see the screen.
That's right. Here you go. Akramna.
Yeah, Akramna. Thank you. Thank you.
Sister Jada, you got your hand up.
Yes, I just wanted to know what's the difference between al-malum and al-majhul.
Okay. Let me explain. Good question you've asked. Okay, now give me 2 minutes and I will answer your question. Is that okay?
Say that again.
Give me 2 minutes. Let me
Sure.
the reason what we'll have to do is good that you've asked the question, so it gives me a chance to explain it and teach that as well.
Sure, thank you.
What I'm going to do first is that before I do that, just going to do the present tense and the imperative, and once I've done that, then I will explain that. Is that okay?
Sure, thank you.
Next one, the present tense now. So again, this is ma'lum and majhul, ma'lum and majhul. I will explain that in a few minutes, okay? Now, in the present tense, can you see it? Yukrimu. So in the present tense, how many letters are there apart from the ya?
3.
Yeah, exactly. There are 3 letters. Now, from these 3 letters, if you look at them, you can't really tell the difference between this. It looks like a 3-letter verb rather than a 4-letter verb. Correct? When you look at it, it looks like a 3-letter verb rather than a 4-letter verb. Is that correct? Shahida, Nargis?
Isn't it the 4-letter words yet?
It is, but if you look at the present.
But you said besides.
Okay,
alif,
yeah,
right?
yeah is harfe majhul. Harfe majhul.
Besides yeah.
So yeah is different.
Exactly. So here, the only way you'll be able to tell that this is a 4-letter verb present tense is that in this verb here, in the present tense, the ya is coming with a dhamma.
Yes.
So whereas the other verbs itself, kataba yaktubu, nasara yansuru, fataha yaftahu, the ya is coming with a fatah. So in this 4-letter verb present tense, even though apart from the ya, there's kaf, ra, mim, only from the dhamma harakat on the ya and all the way ta, you're able to tell this is a 4-letter verb. And that is one tip. And the other tip is that the middle letter is coming with a kasra. So these are the only 2 things which will allow you to assess and evaluate that this is a 4-letter verb. Is that clear?
Okay.
So Sharda, Narajis, and Asima, is that clear for you?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mom.
and the present tense, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. So Sister Narajis, can you do the present tense for me? So I'll do it first so that it's easy for you. Yukrimu, yukrimani, yukrimuna. Tukrimu, tukrimani, yukrimna. Tukrimu, tukrimani, tukrimuna, tukrimina, tukrimani, tukrimna. Ukrimu, nukrimu. Go ahead.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yukrimu, yukrimani, yukrimuna, tukrimu, tukrimani, yukrimna, tukrimu, tukrimani, tukrimuna, tukrimina,
Excellent.
tukrimani. That's
Tukrimna.
Zama, right? No,
Yeah, there's a big
tukrimna,
Right.
ukrimu, nukrimu.
Ukrimu, yukrimu. Sister Shahida, can you do yudkhilu on this pattern? Yudkhilu.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yudkhilu,
Khilani.
yudkhilani, yudkhiluna, yudkhilina,
No, yudkhiluna. Yudkhiluna. Then
Luna.
tudkhilu. Yep.
Tudkhilu,
Tudkhilu.
tudkhlimani,
Tudkhilani.
limna,
Yudkhilna.
tudkhilna,
Yep. Tudkhilu.
tudkhilu, tudkhimani, tudkhimu,
No, tudkhilani. Tudkhilani.
khimina,
Yeah, tudkhilani. Tudkhiluna.
tudkhiluna, tudkhimina,
No, tudkhilina.
tudkhilina, tudkhimani,
Yep.
tudkhilna,
Khilna. Udkhilu.
udkhilu, nudkhilu.
Okay, Ahsanti. Asima, sister, can you come on mic?
Yes.
Can you do yukrimu for me, please?
Yukrimu, yukrimani, yukrimuna, tukrimu. I'm sorry, it's ta, right? Yeah.
Right.
Tukrimani, yukrimna,
Correct.
tukrimu, tukrimani, tukrimuna, tukrimina, tukrimani, tukrimna, akrimu.
Ukrimu.
I'm sorry, ukrimu,
Nukrimu.
nukrima.
Exactly. Thank you for that. Now, is this clear for you?
Oh, yes. I just wanted to, if you give me the other words, so I can practice like
So, adkhala was the past tense. So, dakhala means he entered. Adkhala, it means that he forced himself to enter, or he forced to enter. Adkhala, yudkhilu.
adkhila, yudkhilu, yudkhilani, yudkhiluna,
Tudkhilu.
tudkhilu. Okay, I want to tudkhilu, tudkhilu, tudkhilani,
Yudkhilna.
yudkhilna. Okay, yudkhilna. Tudkhilni, tudkhilna,
Tudkhilu.
tudkhilu, tudkhilani,
Yep.
tudkhiluna,
Mhm.
tudkhilina,
Yeah,
tudkhilani,
correct.
tudkhilan,
Tudkhilna.
tudkhilna, and then it will be adkhilu,
Udkhilu.
udkhilu. Okay, udkhilu and nudkhilu.
Udkhilu and nudkhilu. Excellent.
Thank you. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I got it. So,
Yeah, you have the recording, Charlie, you can practice as well.
thank you. Thank
Right,
you.
now that's that. Now, with regards to the imperatives now, the amr of this verb um, is made slightly different from the other ones. When I said the three-letter verbs, you drop the ta and you add hamzatul wasl, and once you bring the hamzatul wasl, you look at the middle letter. If it's a kasra or a fatha, the hamzatul wasl gets a kasra. But here in the imperatives, the amr, the alif here is not hamzatul wasl. It's the alif which was in the past tense, but it was become silent in the present tense, but it reappears in the imperative, in the amr. Because it had an alif with a fatha, that reappears and it comes instead of the hamzatul wasl. So the ruling of the changing last letter with a sukoon, the noon with a kasra is dropped, the noon with a fatha is dropped, noon with a fatha is dropped, noon with a kasra is dropped. This noon remains behind because this noon denotes or indicates that this is plural feminine. That's the reason why this noon remains. So the amr will be akrim. Sister Narjis, Bismillah, akrim.
Yeah. Akrim, akrima, akrimo, akrimi, akrima, akrimna.
This is Shahida. Same one.
Rahim. Akrimu, akrima, akrimu, akrimi, akrima, akrimna.
Excellent. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to move on now because I want to finish this off today.
Thank you.
Next one I'm going to do now is this one here now. Now, over here now, this one here, this is again a four-letter verb, but this four-letter verb has so alif, ha, ba. If you look at the literal letters, there are three, but whenever there's a shadda, that represents two letters of the same species or the kind within each other. Originally, the verb should have been, the original verb should be ah, ba, ba. The two bars should be separate, okay? The two bars should be separate. But because what's happened is that there's the two bars, so the harakat has been slightly changed. So the harakat of the ba, the first bar, ah, ba, ba. So harakat, ha should be silent. So what's happened, that ba's harakat is transferred over to the ha, and the shadda on the last bar, so the fatha is put on the bar itself, so it becomes ahabba. So the past tense, all of them will have the shadda except until form number 6. At form number 6, always, whenever there's a shadda on a verb, when it goes to form number 6, which is hunna, the shadda is always removed. The shadda is removed. So ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahabbat, ahabbata, it becomes
Hababna.
ahbabna. So the two bars are separated as if there was no. So when a verb has a shadda, it's called mudha'af. Mim, dhad, alif, ain, fa. It's called mudhaf. Mudhaf means a verb which has a shadda. So ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahabbat, ahabbata, ahbabna. So like akramna, look at this. It goes back to the original pattern. Akramna. Ahbabna. And also the ruling, as you may remember, I said that in the sixth form, the last letter, the noon will be a fatha, and one letter before the last, which is the ba, that will be given as sukoon, and that's really becomes ahbabna. So then becomes ahbabta, ahbabtum, ahbabtum, ahbabti, ahbabtum, ahbabtunna, ahbabtu, ahbabna. Sister Asma, Bismillah.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahab, Ahabbat, ahab. I'm sorry. Is it possible
Yeah.
to enlarge the screen, please?
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you. Ahabbat, ahabta, ahababna, ahab.
No,
Sorry.
ahbabna.
Ahbabna, ahbabta, ahbabtuma, ahbabtum, ahbabti, ahbabtuma, ahbabtunna, ahbabtu, ahbabna.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Sister Shahida, come on the mic.
The same one. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ahabba, ahabba, ahabbu, ahabbat, ahabbata, ahabbabna.
No, ahbabna.
Sorry. Ahbabna, ahbabta, ahbabtuma,
Ahbabtum.
ahbabti, ahbabtuma, ahbabtunna, ahbabtu, ahbabna.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Right, okay. So that is the four-letter verb with a shadda in there. Now, ahabba means he liked. Ahabba means he liked, okay? And then yuhibbu is the present tense. So originally, yuhibbu is on the pattern of yukrimu. Again, the same thing has happened. The original should be yukrimu. The ya should have a sukoon. And the first bar should have a kasra, and the second bar should have a dhamma. Yuhibbu. Like in the past tense, as I said, that from the sixth form, the female, they all females, it goes back to the original pattern. Yukrimna, yuhbibna. So this one here, the female plural, and the female plural for the second person, yuhbibna, shadda is always removed. And the last letter of the verb of that two letters or whatever the letters are, the last letter will be given a sukoon, and the previous letter will be given a kasra. So I'll read them and then I'll bring someone on the mic. So yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna. Tuhibbu, tuhibbani, yuhbibna. Tuhibbu, tuhibbani, tuhibbuna, tuhibbina, tuhibbani, tuhbibna. Uhibbu,
Tuhibbu.
nuhibbu.
Nuhibbu, sorry.
Right. Can I ask yourself, Sister, just go through the present tense?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. Yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna, tuhibbu. Oh, sorry. It meant small. Okay. Tuhib.
There you go.
Tuhibbu, tuhibbani, yuhibbibna,
Mhm.
yuhibbibna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, tuhibbuna,
Bina.
tuhibbina, because there's a yeah. Okay. Tuhibbani, tuhibbina, uhibbu, nuhibbu.
No, you missed that one. Tuhibbina, tuhibbani, tuhbibna.
Mm-hmm.
This one here. Hunna, antunna, tuhbibna.
Tuhibna,
Bibna.
tuhbibna.
Uhibbu,
Uhibbu, nuhibbu.
uhibbu, nuhibbu. Okay. Right. Sister Asma, go ahead.
Yuhibbu, yuhibbani, yuhibbuna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, yuhbibna, tuhibbu, tuhibbani, tuhibbuna, tuhibbina,
Tuhibbani.
tuhibbu. Sorry.
There you go.
Okay. Tuhibbani, tuhibbuna, tuhibbina, tuhibbina, tuhibbani, tuhbibna, ahibbu,
No,
nuhibbu,
uhibbu
uhibbu,
and nuhibbu.
nuhibbu.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Have you done them before?
No. But I
Brilliant.
got it. The how it's changing, adding the letters
Yeah,
and
yeah.
changing the double sound, like the same, the akrama that we did.
Exactly.
I apply the same rule to this,
That's
I
right.
believe.
Right.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Um, right. Okay. Now the last thing I'm going to do, and then I'm going to try to start the book one, book two. Now the amr. So the amr again will be made by removing the tas from the beginning. All of the tas will be removed. Once the ta is removed, as this is a four-letter verb, we bring the hamzatul qat, which is the past tense, in the imperative. So you can make the imperative by removing the shadda, like making the shadda separate. So remove the shadda and make the two bars separate, like akrim, like this one here. Akrim, ahbib. So that is one imperative, that you remove the shadda. Or what you can do is that whenever you have a shadda on the last letter, when you want to make it as an amr, the last letter will change from a dhamma to a fatha. So the ta will be removed, put an alif in the beginning, so become ahibba. So can you see this one here? There's an alif at the end. Remove that alif and have a fatha at the end. Ahibba is correct. Or you could do ahbib. So there's two imperatives, ahibba or ahbib. So this one here, ahibba, ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, ahbibna. Sister Shahida. Where's the other? Sister Shahida Zadi. She hasn't come today. Okay.
Rahim. Ahbib,
Ahibba,
ahibba, ahibbu, ahibbi, ahibba, ahbibna.
Sister Narjis, do this as well. Ahbib,
أحبب أحب أحب أحبي أحب أحبب أحببنا.
no. Right, I'm going to send this across in the group if you haven't got this already, and I want you to practice on this, okay? Because it's important, and please do the homework, because if you don't do your homework, then you will fall behind and then you will not enjoy the class. So it's important that you do the exercises of this lesson.
So what's the homework?
So the homework is write the past tense of akrama, the present tense of yukrimu, and the imperative akrim, and also ahabba, yuhibbu, and ahbib, the amr. So that is your homework. That's the homework.
Past tense of, can you say it again once, please?
I'll send this akrama. So akrama, which is on the screen,
Okay.
himu, and akrim, the imperative. Past, present, and imperative.
Past, present.
And imperative. And then ahabba, yuhibbu, and ahbib. I want you to do that as well. Is that okay?
Okay, so two of them.
Yep, two of them. Now, do you want me to start book two now, today, or not?
Sure, inshallah.
I guess we should.
Inshallah. Yes. Please.
Sister Shahida, can you read? One and
okay.
two. One and two.
Lesson one?
Yeah, points to remember in this lesson, and read point 1 and 2.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Points to remember. This Okay, number one is fi, means in it. For example, man fil baiti, who is in the house. Fi abi wa ummi, there are my father and mother. Okay. Man fil hurfati, the feminine is fiha. For example, who is in the room? Man fi ghurfati. Fiha akhiyi, there is brother in it.
So what's happening here? The word fi
Oh, yeah.
in the Arabic language means in. Now, when in the Arabic language, the nouns itself are masculine and feminine. So the word bait is masculine.
Okay.
So if you want to say who is in it, who is in it, you use fihi, referring to the house itself. So fihi, meaning in it, the house, abi wa ummi. And when the thing which you're talking about, the object is feminine, you use fiha.
Yeah.
So fiha means fiha, meaning in it, in the room.
Room, yeah, room is feminine.
Exactly. So in it is my brother. Okay. And
Okay.
abi, ummi, akhi, and ukhti, there's a ya which has been added, which is called the possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, which indicates my. Is that clear?
Means I love.
Asima, Sister Shahida, and Narjis.
Yes.
Yes, I was just stuck
My.
with the
Yes.
feminine is fiha.
Yes.
So I figured that out. The room is the feminine word.
Yes, correct.
So that's okay. Now I got it. Thank
So
you.
Yeah.
when the room is feminine, normally a way of knowing a feminine and a masculine noun is by time marbuta. So if there's a time marbuta at the end, you will know it's a feminine noun. Okay.
Yes.
The other thing I need to explain today is this, and then I'll start the lesson. Now, as I said, and you may not, Sister Asma may not know, but I have mentioned before that whenever you have a verb, every verb has a doer. You cannot have a verb without a doer. Now, all pronouns, so all verbs have pronouns attached to it, suffixes, which represents who is performing the action itself. And for example, when you say uhibbu, it represents ana. I am the doer. And sometimes it could be a name of an individual. For example, yuhibbu aliyun Muhammad. So yuhibbu aliyun Muhammadan. Ali is loving or liking Muhammad. Okay? Or yuhibbu Muhammadun aliyan. Muhammad is liking Ali. Now, always the doer of the verb, if it's going to be a noun, which comes after the verb, should get a dhamma or a dhamma tanween. Is that clear? So when you say, for example, kataba aliyun risalatan. Kataba aliyun risalatan.
Ali wrote a risala.
Exactly. Ali wrote a risala. Now, to distinguish between who is the doer and the object, the doer will get a dhamma or a dhamma tanween, and the object will either get a fatha or a fatha tanween, depending upon if it's coming with alif lam or without alif lam. So if it's coming with alif lam, it will take one fatha. If it's without alif lam, then it will take a fatha tanween, being the object of the verb. Is that clear? Says Narjis.
Yes.
Can you read now? The object.
Can I say huwa Allahu? Is it okay to say that huwa he? No, it doesn't make sense. Okay.
If you say yuhibbullahu, Allahu.
Yuhibbullah. He loves
Yeah.
Allah.
Yeah. Yuhibbullahu Muhammadan. Yuhibbullahu Muhammadan. Allah loves Muhammad. Okay.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay, where do you want me to read?
I want you to read
There is my brother in it.
the object of the verb.
Okay. The object of the word is in accusative case, mansub. That is, takes a ending. But it does not appear in a noun which has a possessive pronoun of the first person singular attached to it. Here are some examples of the object without the possessive pronoun of the first person. Uhibbullah, I love Allah. Uhibbur Rasula, I love the messenger, because it is because it is a particular. Okay. I'm just talking to myself so that I can understand, Sorry. I love the messenger of Allah. Uhibbur Rasulullah. Uhibbul Lughatal Arabiya. I love Arabic language. And it's true. Here we can learn to hibbu, you love, masculine single. Do you love Allah? Atuhibbullah means you're asking a question. Okay.
Exactly. So you are anta in atuhibbullah. Anta, you is the doer of the verb, and is the object.
Okay. Do you love your language? Atuhibbu lughatuka.
Lughataka.
Your language. Yeah. Lughataka. Whom do you love? Man tuhibbu.
Correct.
Okay, the last one. What do you like? Maza tuhibbu.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'll go for this again next week. I'm just going to go for the lesson, and then inshallah I'll go through it a bit more next week, and then we'll start lesson number 2. Right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. What am I going to ask? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So, ad-darsul awwalu, the first lesson. So the word is bayti, my house.
Baiti.
Hada bayti.
This
is my house. Exactly. Bayti amamal masjidi. My
This-
house is in front of the masjid.
Masjid.
Bayti jamilun. My house is
Beautiful.
correct. Fihi hadiqatun saghiratun. It has a small garden. Hadihi ghurfati. This is my room. Fiha nafidatun kabiratun. So ha is referring back to the room. It has a big window.
Window.
Wa mirwahatun jamilatun, and a beautiful fan.
Fan.
Hada,
Ask a question.
yes.
So in the second line, it says, no, in the first one, fi hadiqati saghiratun. So
Yep.
why? Because they are both feminine. So why it's just fi, not fi is
Fihi is referring to the house. In it, fihi is referring to the house. Now the
Okay.
house has a beautiful small garden.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
هذه غرفتي فيها نافذة كبيرة ومروحة جميلة. هذا سريري. This is my bed. وهذا كرسي. This is my
chair,
chair. وهذا مكتبي. And this is
table,
my
Yes.
desk.
desk.
Yeah.
My desk. Yeah.
Desk.
ساعتي
Sa'at.
قلمي وكتابي على المكتب. My watch, my pen, my book is on the desk.
Desk.
وحقيبتي تحت المكتب. And
The bag is under the
exactly under the desk.
desk.
Nafidatu ghurfati, window of my room.
Is open.
Maftuh is open.
Yeah, maftuhatun is open, correct. Okay, then it says, هذه غرفة أخي. This is
My brother's
My
my brother's
brother's
room.
room.
Correct. My brother's room. وتلك غرفة أختي, and that is my sister's
room.
Room.
غرفة أخي. My brother's room is كبيرة.
Big,
غرفة أختي, and my sister's room is
small.
Small.
صغيرة, small. غرفة أخي
Brother's room.
أمام غرفتي.
Front of.
In front of my
Sister's
وغرفة
room.
أختي.
In front of my room.
Yep. وغرفة أختي
and my sister in front of my sister and my sister's room.
and my sister's
Is
room
in front of
أمام المطبخ, in front of the
In front of
kitchen.
The kitchen.
kitchen.
لي أخ واحد. I have one brother. اسمه أسامة.
His name
ولي
is
أخت واحدة اسمها سعاد. And I have,
A sister.
and her name is سعاد. أبي وأمي.
my mom's and dad, my dad's and my mom
Yep. في تلك الغرفة الكبيرة.
are in the big room.
My mother and my father are in that big room, correct?
In that big room, sorry. Yeah, I've
And
أنا
now
that.
Yeah. أنا أحب أبي وأمي. I love my father,
And mother.
and my mom.
correct. وأحب أخي وأختي. And I
and
love
my
my
mother,
father,
brother's
my brother and my
sister.
Sister.
sister. Sister Shahida, Narjis, and Asma. Is that
Yeah.
clear for you?
Yes,
Clear.
yes.
Yes, thank you.
I just want to ask, what's the meaning of Suad?
Suad is the name.
Name of sister.
Oh, it's just
Yeah. Yeah. ولي أخت واحدة اسمها. Her name is Suad.
Suad is the name. Okay.
Yeah. Right. This is it. And then inshallah I will add
Sure.
exercise with you, and then I'll elaborate a few more things in this lesson which I haven't done now because I've got hiccups as well. So I need to sort my hiccups out. So this is the lesson. So please write. I want you to write the lesson out in Arabic. So write one sentence, هذا بيتي, and underneath it, write the English translation. Okay, and write on top line Arabic, the bottom. So keep this one space line gap, and then write the keep gap, and then write the Arabic and translate as well. And I want you to send me a voice recording of the lesson as well. Read the lesson, translate the lesson, and a text written lesson as well. Okay.
Okay, inshallah.
اللهم صل على
Thank
محمد
you very much.
وآل محمد وأجل فرجهم. جزاك الله. So please do
Thank
it.
you so much.
So the class will be next Friday
No, I want you to join in the next class, next week's class
on Wednesday.
on Wednesday. Yes, because they're on lesson number 3, and I'm going to send you the recording of lesson number 3. Please listen to that recording. Is that okay? Would that be possible? You've got time to catch up, or no?
Inshallah.
Just
Yes.
send, we will, inshallah.
yes,
Yes,
we'll
Just
try.
send it. Send
You're in
it.
that class already, so not just send. You have the recording already. So listen to that, and then I'll repeat what we did, and inshallah you'll be able to catch that lesson as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
Cheers.
So-
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Thank-
I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry. How I will get the lesson? It's that I have to write in English and Arabic.
What do you mean? I'll send you the book, and I'll send you the.
Oh, I'm sorry. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.